go to 2 again? Okay. Okay. All right. So we'll throw it to another 2-minute break. Okay. I'm just gonna go through some games and we'll be quick.
There's some other good games going tonight.
Well, all these other games in our region, I don't know if they're gonna be very good, but Coughlin and Keithman's pretty good. 6-8.
I don't have the mic.
Yeah, I think they'll remember that one though. Yeah, plus this team knocked them out of the playoffs 2 years ago, like you were saying. Yeah, so I wouldn't want to be them tonight. Yeah, you can keep an eye on these area games, but then if somehow you can find that Whitewater League game, particularly if Glynn's winning. The referees for the coin toss. The Glynn band has gone over to the end zone to our right, awaiting for the Red Terrors to come out. Some of the Glynn coaches have come out of the locker room already, but other than the captains, Glynn Academy's players are still huddled up inside the locker room. Now, George, of course, the first round gets underway here tonight for Glynn Academy, but obviously it's the first round of the playoffs all around the state. Now, our region 3-5A, is matching up with region 2-5A, so in other games involving these two regions, our number 4 seed Effingham is at their number 1 seed Northside Warner Robins. Their number 4 seed Lakeside Evans is at our number 1 seed Ware County, and then also our number 3 seed Richmond Hill is at their number 2 seed Warner Robins. Now, some other area teams involved in first round game tonight down in Kingsland is Hillgrove at Camden. East Lawrence is in Darien to play McIntosh County Academy. Statesboro is at Mary Persons. Central Carrington is over in Blackshear at Pierce County. And on St. Simon's Island, David Emanuel at Frederica in a GHSA first round game. Some other games going on around the state that might get your attention tonight. Macon County at Brooks County. Of course, Brooks County coached by former Brunswick High School coach Maurice Freeman. One of the best games in the state tonight, bar none, is taking place in 6A between Colquitt County and McEachern. Colquitt County, of course, handed Camden County their only loss of the season last week in the final regular season game in that region. Another game, more of an area game, Baldwin and Wayne County. And, of course, the one we'll watch that's going on tonight up in the Atlanta area, Lee County at Whitewater. The winner of this game faces the winner of that game next week. So, George, the 2 captains, or our 3 captains, are out on the field. Looks like Joe Nathan Alfred, Cannon Thomas, and number 77, Roby Jernigan, are out to go through the coin toss with 4 captains for Jones County. We've got one more break to get to. When we come back, we'll let you know who won the toss, and we'll get you set for your Nally kickoff. It's coming up next right here on WYNR.
Got so much on, I didn't even know that was
Ladies and gentlemen,
Markers, fresh brewed coffee, and
That's not Scott. That's all that's the board back there. None of Scott stuff. You get him, Scott, and Andy. It's all people he has. Just right here.
Are y'all getting it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, can y'all pipe that down, please? Okay. We're not going to say nothing too bad, but I mean, you never know. Okay. When y'all hear them commercials go, y'all got to pipe them up.
Starting tonight for the Glynn Academy Red Terrors, on offense, at quarterback, number 11, Preston Delaney. Running backs are number 10, Evan Thomas, and number 13, Zach Piper. And number 1, Jerry Alford. Tight end, number 29, Connor Buchanan. Receiver,
So y'all are
number
going to
6,
do this,
Kenneth
pick up
Cross.
commercials and turn us down?
Your tackles are number 58, Zach
You let me know when. You let me know when. We'll hear it and then we'll take it out.
Number 79, Austin Davis.
I'll just pull it like this.
Right. Watch.
The center is number 53, Matthew Sapp. Defensively, for the Terrors. At defensive end, number 42, Alex Tight. And number 9, TJ Welch. Defensive tackles are number 74, Wesley Taylor. At number 51, DeAndre Gilmore. Safeties are number 44, Kenneth Sledge. And number 24, Adrian Cross. Linebackers, number 29, Connor Buchanan. Number 23, Cannon Thomas. Number 2, Arshon Spalding. And your quarterback, number 4, DeAndre Cooper. And number 10, Emmett Thomas.
Mr. Neal's got the wide shot. Lindbergh's got the close. Did they do the coin toss already? No, they didn't. Did they do the coin toss already? Tell Lindbergh to zoom out a little bit. Tell Lindbergh to zoom out.
About 50 seconds on the stadium clock, so we should be good. We're back at Glynn County Stadium. A real quick message from the GHSA. They would like to thank all of their corporate sponsors, Georgia Farm Bureau, Verizon, Georgia Electric, Gatorade, Wilson, U.S. Marine Corps, Mizuno, Bolton Sports Medicine, Regents Bank, Georgia Army National Guard, the Technical College System of Georgia, and the Sports Authority. Here's your Nally kickoff. The Red Terrors will kick it off. They're going to angle it over inside the 20. The Greyhounds will return it right up the middle. C.J. Welch misses a tackle. Now he grabs a hold of the return man, and the Red Terrors knock him down on the 25. So we're underway here at Glynn County Stadium between the Jones County Greyhounds and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors. Glynn Academy kicked it off from left to right. Jones County will now be moving from right to left. They look like LSU. Gold helmets, white shirts, gold pants. Glynn Academy in those red helmets, red shirts, and gray breeches here tonight. So here we go. Jones County sends their offense out onto the field. They'll start 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. And George, I don't see number 25 out there right now, their top running back. So we'll see what happens. That's Andre Williams. Number 9 is out there, though. That's Walker Juhan, who also is a 1,000-yard rusher.
Running from the shotgun.
Knight from the gun. He'll throw over into the right flat, complete. But the Red Terrors are there to knock him back. That's going to be about a 4-yard loss, and that was their wideout, JoJo Gibbons. So they'll lose about 2 or 3 yards there, and we'll be behind the chains here, George.
Lost to the 22-yard line.
That's completely different from what they've been seeing on the field. They were spread out in the shotgun.
And do you think that's because their top running back's not out there, possibly?
Could be. You know, I know we haven't seen him, so we got number 9.
Yep, that's Juhan. So the Greyhounds lose 3 yards back to the 22. Now they go back in that traditional wing tee. Look, the quarterback under center. They'll give it straight ahead to Juhan. He'll go out across the 25 to about the 26. Get a gain of about 4, so that's going to bring up 3rd down and what, about 7 or 8 here.
If they're standing.
You never want to go into any game without your top running back, but definitely your first playoff game.
3rd and 10.
Yeah, so he got just past the original line of scrimmage. We'll make it 3rd and 9, ball on the 26-yard line. Knight under center. He'll fake the handoff into the middle of the line and keep it right behind right guard. But C.J. Welch comes over to make the tackle, a gain of about 2 yards up to about the 28-yard line. So the Red Terrors are going to force a 3 and out here to start this game.
The defensive line's fine. They're doing a good job right now. They're fighting for the They're beating the offensive line to the punch.
4th and 6 for the Jones County Greyhounds. Their punter back in punt formation around his 15. Our deep man, Emmett Thomas, standing back around his own 40. A high kick, a high spiral. Emmett's going to call for a fair catch and then let it roll. He thought about going over to catch it again, and he makes the smart move to go ahead and let it bounce. It bounces inside the 30, so it looks like Glynn will start 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. 9:50 to go here in this first quarter, George, and Glynn.
That was a good series, wasn't it?
Glenn's going to have it 1st and 10 on the 29. Now let's see how Glynn starts this game, George. Most of the time they're an I formation team. They're not afraid to sometimes go ahead and start games in wishbones, maybe a spread look, and they've also been known to do some razzle-dazzle type things. So let's see what they try to hit the Jones County Greyhounds with here early. Delaney's going to be under center. One man behind him, that's Joe Nathan Alford. Going to send in a man in motion. Going to fake it to Alford. Delaney's going to roll to his right under a little bit of pressure, but complete to Lampert, the fullback. He breaks a tackle at the 35, trips his own self up around the 40.
Well, if he had to trip, he might have gained some big yardage.
But he does get about 11 all the way out to the 40, and that's good for a first down. So Glynn moves the chains with a little short, controlled passing game there on their first offensive play of the game.
Ladies, outstanding. You cold? No, good.
Red Terrors break the huddle. Delaney looking over that Jones defense. He's going to stay in the shotgun this time. Joe Nathan Alford off to his left. Got two guys split out to the left. They'll give it to Alford right up the middle. Gets a little bit of blocking and carries the ball up to about the 44. A gain of 4.
Joe Nathan Alford with the carry on first down. Gets to the 44-yard line.
There was a slight little hole there.
And George, Alford didn't get all those yards alone last week. We talked about how that good that Glynn offensive line looked. They were really blowing Jenkins off the football.
They're playing good. And it also helps that Jenkins couldn't tackle well.
Right.
But the offensive line just played real good.
2nd and 6 for the Terrors. Ball on their own 44. Delaney in the gun. Alford off to his left. Two guys split out to the left, one here to the right. Some movement. Here comes the flag over here from the near sideline, and I think the Red Terrors think the Jones County Greyhounds jumped, and that's exactly going to be the case. So the Red Terrors will get up 5 yards. They'll now be 2nd down and 1 as the ball will be up near midfield now. Sparse crowd out here at Glynn County Stadium. I guess the cool weather kept them away, but I tell you what, it's playoff football, and if you can't get excited about this, there's something wrong with you. But hopefully you're dialed into us on the radio or your mobile device and are watching this football game maybe on the GHSA web stream, which you can get off their internet. 2nd and 1, ball just short of midfield at the 49. Glynn in that offset eye. They'll go to Alford off the left side. He'll go just outside the left tackle and carry the ball just inside the midfield stripe to about the 48 of Jones County. And as George says, that's a Red Terror first down. I tell you what, George, Glynn's not really doing anything different than what they've done all year, but they do seem to be moving a little slow and methodical right now. Maybe the game plan is to try to keep possession, keep that high-powered Jones offense off the field. But, of course, without their top running back tonight, they may not be as high-powered as they usually are.
Yeah, they look like they're just kind of slowing things down just a little bit, where they won't make one of those silly little mistakes that they tend to make sometimes.
So Glynn, 1st and 10 on the Jones 48. Delaney gives the handoff off to Alford. He'll try the left side again, right outside the left tackle, and carry the ball inside the 45 to about the 44. Should be a gain of 4.
Alford to the 40.
So they'll spot it just inside the 45, back end of the football touching the 45, but we'll call it the 44. Make it 2nd down and 6 for the Red Terrors. Ball just inside the Jones 44. We're just underway here at Glynn County Stadium in this first round game between the Red Terrors and the Jones County Greyhounds. Glynn has the ball for the first time tonight after forcing the punt. 7 minutes and change to go here on the clock. Delaney under center. He'll fake it to Alford. Roll to his right again. Pressure again. Same play they ran on the first play of scrimmage, or first play from scrimmage, and this time with Delaney under a little bit of pressure, he kind of had to throw it away. He was still trying to go to his fullback, Lampert, there, but he throws it just outside of his reach, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 now for the Red Terrors.
They put a little pressure on Delaney that time, didn't they?
So Glynn, 3rd and 7 at the Jones 44-yard line. Delaney comes all the way over to the sideline to get the play call from his offensive coaches. Now goes back and relays the message to the Red Terrors in the huddle. They've broken the huddle.
Got trip formation over here.
Yep, Delaney in the gun, trips to the right. One man split out wide to the left. Delaney standing right at midfield. He'll take the snap, roll to his right, has time to throw, looking to throw. Now he'll tuck it and run, and the Greyhounds will run him out of bounds on about the 40-yard line. Going to be about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the first big decision of the night for the Red Terrors on 4th and short at the Jones 40. I think you almost have to, yeah.
4th down and a long 1 and a short 2.
If the offensive line fires off, he'd make a yard.
And Joe Nathan Alford, George, is coming over to get the play call from his coaches. We haven't seen him in the Wildcat much here in recent games, but I think we're going to see it right here. He goes into the huddle and calls the play, and sure enough, Joe Nathan Alford's going to line up in the Wildcat, and you can all obviously expect that he's going to run the football right here. They will send Emmett Thomas in motion. He'll fake it to Emmett. He's going to bounce it out off the right side, break a tackle at the line of scrimmage, break another one, and they finally chase him out of bounds at about the 36. So that's a Glynn Academy first down, though, with Joe Nathan Alford out of the Wildcat.
That might have been pretty good if they'd given him Thomas.
Right, but that will come later. Arshawn Spalding in there now. Of course, he's also lines up at wide receiver. Delaney going to come back in the game here. So the Red Terrors 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line. 6:55 to go here in quarter number 1. Both teams have had it once here tonight. The Red Terrors still working on their first possession. Delaney takes the snap from the gun. He'll fake it to Alford. Whoa. He'll keep it off the left side and get down to about the 34-yard line, a gain of 2. Jones County stacked him up there, and he fell forward for about another yard. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 8.
That's that good linebacker. I tell you, that play looked good until that linebacker stepped in that hole.
Number 52 for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin Perchowski.
Yeah, that was a good solid tackle. He stepped in there and filled that hole.
So Glenn's 2nd and 8 on the Jones 34-yard line. They started this drive at their own 29 with 9:50 to go here in the first quarter. Just a slow-moving, methodical drive for the Red Terrors here. They picked up 3 first downs on this first series. Delaney in the gun, 2nd and 8 from the 34. He'll give it to Emmett Thomas. He's got some room off the left side. He's to the 30, to 25, to 20. There goes Thomas. He breaks a tackle, stumbles inside the 10-yard line. But a first down for the Red Terrors. They're down there knocking on that Greyhound door now, trying to take the lead in this first-round playoff game.
That was that play they ran while they really faked it to him. Good run by Thomas.
So Thomas goes from about the 34 to the 10, getting 24 yards there. And the Red Terrors are now 1st and goal on the Jones 10-yard line with 5:55 to go in quarter number 1. The Red Terrors in business trying to strike first and take an early lead. Delaney in the gun. 2 guys split out to the left, 2 to the right. He'll send a man in motion. Delaney will fake it. Now he'll go off the left side. He's inside the 10, dragging a couple of guys inside the 5 before they run him out of bounds. Going to be a gain of about 5 for Delaney. And you know, Delaney doesn't keep the ball much usually, George, but already here tonight he's kept it 2 times.
Yeah. They probably added that to their arsenal this week. I mean, that's something they haven't seen on their film when they studied it, so he might crack something here later on.
So the Red Terrors will actually be 2nd and goal from the 6. 5:35 to go here in this first quarter. Delaney's going to be in the gun. 2 guys split out to the left. One's Joe Nathan Alford. 2 guys over here split out to the right. Alford goes in motion now. Delaney going to take the snap, roll to his right, looking to throw to Alford. Complete at the goal line. No, he dropped it. I'm not sure if the defender, number 3, Gibbons, got his hand on it or not, but Joe Nathan Alford, usually a sure-handed receiver and running back, drops the ball at the goal line. If not, he walks in and scores, and the Red Terrors have the lead. Now keep in mind here, George, we think that Ashton Wilson is going to be your place kicker here tonight for the Red Terrors. Delaney will just punt. Has some kind of injury that's going to keep him from kicking off and kicking field goals and PATs. But Glynn now 3rd and 6, ball on the 6. Or 3rd and goal, ball on the 6. Delaney in the gun, sends Alford in motion. He'll give it to Alford. They're going to run a sweep around the right side. Alford should score standing up, and he does, just inside the right corner. And the Red Terrors are on the scoreboard here, 6-0, as they go, 71 yards on their first possession.
They had it on the 29, that's right.
And Wilson will come on to try the PAT here after the touchdown. Preston Delaney will be your holder. There's the snap, the hold, the kick right down Mansfield Street. So with 5:25 to go here in the first quarter, Glynn strikes first. The Red Terrors lead 7-0. You're listening to Glynn Football on 102.5 WINR.
That was a pretty good drive there.
Fans, Dolores Murphy here to tell you that Mike Murphy Kia of Brunswick is the proud sponsor of the Glynn Academy Red Terrace High School football team. There has never been a better time to drive a new Kia. We have 5 new Kia models that you can drive for less than $200 a month, and that's 36 months term, not 72 months financing. And all new Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile factory warranty. Drop by the showroom or visit our website at MikeMurphyKia.com.
Now back to Glynn Academy Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
So the Red Terrors score with 5:25 to go here in the first quarter. They go 71 yards. Joe Nathan Alford scores on a 6-yard run on 3rd and goal. Ashton Wilson adds your PAT, and the Red Terrors lead it 7-0. Here's your Nally kickoff. Wilson going to angle it inside the 20 again. Jones will field it at the 19. That's number 29. He'll run it right up the middle, and the Red Terrors knock him off his feet. Number 24, Adrian Cross. Man, Reggie Lewis. So George, Jones County will get the ball for the second time here tonight. 5:19 to go here in this first quarter. They're going to 10 on what? Their own 23-yard line. Number 25, their top running back, Andre Williams. We did not see him in the pregame, and we don't see him out here again on this second straight possession, so he evidently is hurt. So the Greyhounds will try to win this game without their top ball carrier. They'll give it off to number 9, and the Red Terrors stack him up after a gain of maybe 2 to about the 25. That was Juhan. He's going to be the workhorse here tonight. Undoubtedly, George, without the top guy in there.
Looks like they just running with straight power blocking, zone blocking with the line, just running right into. I think Glynn Academy will be able to stop that.
Yeah, he had just over 1,100 yards rushing. Williams with 1,800 yards, but it's probably one of those things where when you can't key on either one of them, they're both pretty doggone good.
Yeah.
But looks like the Red Terrors can load up on Juhan here tonight, and they are extremely right-handed. So Knight takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff, keep it up to about the 25. Nothing doing there as the Red Terrors knock him back. I think that's Cannon Thomas in there on that tackle, number 23 for the Red Terrors. So that's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. And right now, we're not seeing any of that explosive big play ability out of this Jones County offense.
They haven't run that play that he said they like to run that little toss sweep. They hadn't even run that yet. Of course, if you got your main player hurt, that could change your.
Yeah, you know what? That obviously hurts them physically, but it could be working on their psyche as well. Coming into this game on the road, the number 3 seed without your top rusher, a guy you've relied on all year. 3rd down and 7 for Jones. The quarterback Knight will roll out to his right, complete to number 81 at the 30. He's up across the 35. Should be a 1st down for the Greyhounds. And number 81 is Jared Johnson.
Jared Johnson. Johnson out of bounds at the 36, gain of 10.
He gains exactly 10. That's enough for a 1st down. So the Greyhounds will get a new set of downs. We're inside 4 minutes now in this first quarter. The Red Terrors lead 7-0.
I don't see how that play works. That guy just runs straight out into the flat. Nobody covers it. Good gracious.
Jones 1st and 10 on the Glynn 36. They're in that wing T. Low snap there. Duhan going to run it right up the middle, break a tackle and spin and get across the 40 to about the 41, a gain of 5. So that time Duhan was in more or less of a wildcat formation, took a direct snap.
Carried to the 41. Gain of 5. 2nd and 5 from the 41.
2nd down and 5 now for the Jones County Greyhounds at their own 41-yard line. Trying to win this football game with what appears to be their top rusher is out of the game, Andre Williams. 2nd down and 5 now for the Greyhounds at their own 41. Knight in the gun, sends a man in motion. That's Gibbons. He'll try to take it off the left side, misses the tackle. That was 23. Cannon Thomas trying to stay with him. He drags him inside the 50, all the way down to the Glynn 46-yard line.
That's one of the plays he said they like to run, that in motion sweep. With number 3?
Yeah, JoJo Gibbons.
We had it covered pretty good, just missed tackle.
So Jones gets the first down. They're 1st and 10 now on the Glynn 46. Clock already under 3 minutes. In this first quarter, we've only taken one station break. We're allotted 4. So both teams been keeping it on the ground. The quarter moving pretty quick. Jones now 1st and 10 on the Glynn 46. They're having personnel problems. I think they're going to call a timeout. They had 12 men on the field, so we'll take one, too. With 2:18 to go in quarter number 1. Glynn leads at 7-0. You're listening to Red Terror Football on 102.5 WYNR.
Rich Products Corporation, Nally, Zaxby, Subway, Taylor Olachowski Fit and Crawford, Pizza Inn, Crown Sports Management, Georgia National Guard, Georgia Coast Realty, United Community Bank, H&H.
At 7 p.m. And they'll even reimburse your $6 parking receipt with the purchase of $20 or more. Raw Bars, Jekyll Island. For more information, go to Latitude 31 at JekyllIsland.com.
Now, back to Red Terror Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
Across the board, Mike Popwell tells us it's Frederica 7, DEA, David Emanuel 6 over on St. Simon's Island in the GHSA game, and Ware County has jumped out on top 3-0 in Waycross over Lakeside Evans. Here at Glynn County Stadium, the Greyhounds 1st and 10 on the Glynn Academy 46-yard line now. They just called a timeout because they had too many men on the field. Knight will take the handoff. He'll give it off to Juhan. We're going to wrestle him down just inside the 45 at about the 44. Our number 42 on the tackle, Alexander Height. And George, he got to start here tonight because E.J. Booker, who was injured in that game last week, has a bruised knee. We won't see Booker out there. He's had a good season for the Red Terrors. Hopefully he can get back next week if Glynn were to win this game.
They've got some good ends on this team because 42 and 44 played last week when he got hurt. So we've got some good ends.
Jones 2nd and 8 at the Glynn 44. Knight takes the snap. He gives it off to number 29.
All right.
And he's going to carry the ball. Reggie Lewis inside the 45 to about the 43-yard line. Just a short gain of 1. Going to bring up 3rd down and long now for the Greyhounds.
Lewis to the 43, gain of 1.
As Emmett Thomas will check in, Kenneth Sledge will check out. Sledge, usually a defensive lineman. The Red Terrors, with some of the movement going around on the defense tonight, put him in the starting lineup at strong safety.
He's played there some too, hasn't he? 44.
And on this 3rd down call, the Jones County coach is going to have to call another timeout, so we'll take another one too. With 1:08 to go in the first quarter, Glynn leads at 7-0. You're listening to Red Terror Football, 102.5 WYNR.
Or Destiny Home from Hinesville Home Center. What a winning combination. No home is tougher. With 2x6 walls, Duke insulation, and Thermopane windows, these homes are built to last. Hinesville Home Center goes for the extra point with their knockout plan, a 28x72, 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, starting at only $41,900. Score big with the oldest and most trusted dealer in Southeast Georgia. Hinesville Home Center, West Oglethorpe Highway. Hinesville. Drive and save a path.
Now back to Glynn Academy Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
We're back at Glynn County Stadium out of the Jones County timeout. They've now called 2 timeouts on this drive, so they just have 1 left and a half. They're 3rd down and 7 now on the Glynn 43. Knight in the gun. He'll fake the handoff. They'll run a reverse with Lewis 29. They don't fool the Red Terrors. They drop him for a loss. That's number 70 Stout right there on the stop.
Our defensive line. We were their offensive line. But there was 3 guys there waiting on him.
Stop back at the 46-yard line, loss of 3.
So that's a loss of 3 there for the Jones County Greyhounds. They'll now have to go back and punt it away again here for the 2nd time tonight. Clock now under a minute here in this first quarter. Low snap. Will they get it off? Yes, they do. A nice kick considering the circumstances. The Red Terrors will let it bounce on the 22. And they're going to say the punter went to a knee back there. The white hat, the head referee, all over it. And the Jones County coach, Lewis, doesn't like it. But the white hat's going to stand with his call. And, George, that's a big mistake there. So the Red Terrors are now going to set up shop 1st and 10 on the Jones 42-yard line.
That's a nice 40-yard mistake there. I mean, we'd have been inside our 20, and now we're up there by their 40. Oh, my What his knee? They said his knee touched the
Yeah, they
ground?
said as he went to get that snap, evidently his knee touched the ground.
Good gracious.
So Glynn Academy, 1st and 10 now on the Jones County 42-yard line. Delaney's going to be in the gun. One man split off to his right. I think that's little Haywood. Preston Delaney going to throw complete over on the left side of the field, just along the Jones sideline. That's Kenneth Cross, the top receiver. He'll make the catch and squat down right there at about the 37-yard line, a gain of 5.
Good pass by Delaney. He whistled that one in there. That guy had him covered pretty good. Good pass.
And that looks like it will be the final play of the first quarter. So the first 12 minutes are in the books, and for the Red Terrors, it was a good first quarter. Glynn leads it 7-0, and they'll have the ball on Jones County's side of the field when we come back for quarter number 2. Stay with us. You're listening to Glynn Football on 102.5 WYNR.
The next to Publix in the Village at Glen Place is proud to sponsor the Glynn Academy Red Terrors 2012 season. All of us here at Papa John's would like to wish them the best of luck for another winning year. Whether it's pizza for your tailgate party before the game or a celebration after, Papa John's Pizza next to Publix in the Village at Glen Place is your pizza headquarters for every game this season. To place your game day pizza orders, call Papa John's Pizza at 264-9444. That's 264-9444.
Nothing wins like teamwork. At Nally, every member of our team is fully committed to doing what it takes to win the satisfaction of you, our customer. Hello, I'm Britt Gilmore, head coach at Nally Honda Buick GMC in Azusa. Our team is staffed with professionals who are trained to make sure you get the best treatment possible. Each team member knows their assignment, so we execute a perfect game plan every time, which is one of the reasons why Nally is a family tradition. Stop by or visit us online at nallyauto.com. Now go Red Terrors.
Now back to Glynn Academy Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
Glynn County Stadium, we're getting set to start quarter number 2. The Red Terrors, 2nd down and 5 now on the Jones 37. Glynn already leads it 7-0. They went 71 yards on their first and only other drive in the first quarter to stake that 7-0 lead. Over on St. Simon's, Frederica leads 15-6 over David Emanuel in the GHSA first round game. Glynn 2nd and 5 now on the Jones 37. They'll go right up the middle with Alford. He breaks a tackle behind the line of scrimmage, gets out across the 35 to about the 33 before the Greyhounds push him back. Going to be a gain of about 4 though if they give him his forward progress, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and looks like a long one. In that first quarter, George, Glynn finished with 71 yards. That was all on that first possession, and outgained Jones County 71-23. I think Joe Nathan Alford had about 21 yards rushing, and of course he scored from 6 yards. So Glynn, 3rd and 1. We're going to get a timeout, and let's see. I think Glynn Academy might have called it, and no, we're going to get a measurement here. Ball sitting right there in between the 33 and the 34-yard line. But even if it's not a first down, George, I guess can the coach call for it? But I guess the referees don't necessarily have to honor that.
No, they don't have to honor it. The coach can call for it.
Right.
Georgia National Guard. Georgia goes for
He might have it now. He's a little bit short. Well, I tell you, that's closer than I thought it was.
Yeah, me too. Going to be about a half yard short. So officially it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Red Terrors with the ball on the 33-yard line. But it's about a half a football here for Glynn Academy. Definitely 2-down territory here. What you think?
Oh, yeah.
Glynn converted a 4th down on the first series. It was much longer than this. They're going to go wishbone here. Lamper's going to be your fullback. Haywood checks in at one of the halfbacks here. Joe Nathan Alford over there at the right half. They'll flip Connor Buchanan, the tight end, over to the right side. Delaney's under center. They'll run it off the right side with Haywood. He gets good forward penetration, carries the ball inside the 30, actually, down to about the 28-yard line, a gain of 5. He just kind of kept pushing the pile. He's got those strong legs, you know.
He's a strong runner. He's got a real strong leg. He's built short to the ground, too, isn't he?
So the Red Terrors lead 7-0 here early on in quarter number 2. Jones County has made the playoffs for the first time since 2004, but it doesn't look like they'll have their top rusher here tonight, Andre Williams. We didn't see him in the pregame, and he's yet to come out on the field on the first 2 possessions, so no doubt he's definitely injured. or something. Maybe, who knows, maybe a suspension or something. I don't know. Glynn tries to run to Emmett Thomas off the short side of the field. They'll knock him back behind the line of scrimmage, and Thomas spikes the football, and that's going to be an unsportsmanlike penalty. And we would be willing to bet that Thomas is going to get yanked off the field here and get a talking to. Those are the kind of mistakes that can kill you in a big game, no doubt.
What is that, a 5? Is that a 10-yard?
I think that's a 15-yard.
Good gracious.
So Glynn was 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line. That play lost, it looks like, about 5 yards back to the 33, and that's where they're going to mark off this unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. That's going to back Glynn all the way up, almost at midfield. They'll be at the 49, so really they marked it from the 34. And Glynn needs the 18-yard line, so they're 2nd down and 31 from the Jones 49.
They might throw it here.
2nd down, 31 from their Jones 49, and Delaney's in the gun. 3 guys split out to the right. Here's your snap. Delaney dropping back to throw. Going to try to throw over the middle. Incomplete. I'm not sure if he was going to Alfred there or Kenneth Cross.
It's going to Kenneth Cross, number 6.
But the ball falls incomplete right there in midfield, and it's now going to be 3rd down and 31 for the Red Terrors.
I tell you what, that play, that wasn't that far off. You know, if he'd a little bit better pass, he could have caught that.
10:06 to go here in quarter number 2. Glynn leads at 7-0. The Red Terrors went 71 yards the first time they touched the football, and this is actually only their 2nd offensive series of the game.
3rd down.
3rd down and 31 for the Red Terrors. Ball at the Jones 49-yard line. Delaney's in the gun. Alfred's sitting there on his right hip. Got 3 guys split out to the right. Delaney going to drop back to throw. Pressure coming right up the middle. He hits Alfred at midfield. Looks for running room. 45. Carries the ball down to about the 42. He was dancing around looking for somewhere to go.
They defended that pretty good.
They did defend it pretty well. So
that was a good call, though. A screen to the wide side of the field. Give him room to run around a little bit.
That was a gain of 7. So now with the ball at the 42-yard line, the Red Terrors face 4th and 24. And Delaney will go back and punt. He'll stand around his own 43. Their deep man, I think that's Lewis, going to go back around his own 10. Good snap. Not the best of kicks by Delaney. Must have went off the side of his foot. It's going to bounce at the Jones 27 and go inside the 25, just down to about the 24. So
that wasn't Delaney. 80? That's not Delaney.
Yeah, that is Delaney. Yeah.
Okay.
So with 9:20 to go here in the first half, Jones County will get the ball for the 3rd time tonight. They'll scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line, and they'll do so without their top running back Williamson, who had just over 1,800 yards here. But now Juhan, he's no joke. Number 9, he's gained over 1,000. But I think it's one of those cases where they just complement each other so well. But so far tonight, nothing doing for this Jones offense. They'll give it to Gibbons. He hurdles over some linemen at the line of scrimmage and carry the ball out to about the 30. He'll get 6.
Yeah, 2 good running backs like that, you can't key on either one of them. Now they can key on that number 9 tonight.
And you might see more plays like that with Gibbons also carrying the football. Looks like a good athlete. They usually line up at wide receiver, and like Coach Riding said this morning, they run him with a lot of reverses and stuff, so you could see more stuff with him getting the ball in motion here tonight. 2nd down and 4 now for the Greyhounds. We'll start calling them the Hounds. 2nd and 4 now from the 30. They're in that wing tee. Looks like they'll give it to Duhan, but the Red Terrors snuff it out, and they'll drop him for a loss back at about the 26-yard line, of loss of 4. And George, just based on the early going here, I think that was Hyde in there on the tackle. Glynn Academy seems to be controlling the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football.
They're coming across the line of scrimmage every time. There's not even any resistance.
So after the loss of 4, that's going to now put Jones 3rd down and 8, ball back on the 26. 8:07 to go here in the first half. Glynn leads 7-0. The Red Terrors scored on their first drive of the game. They've only had it twice, though, so far in this first half. We're moving pretty quickly through this first 24 minutes so far. The quarterback takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw, incomplete. They were trying to set up a screen there.
I thought 74 was going to catch it. He threw it right at him, didn't he?
He was trying to go to Duhan there on a screen, but nothing doing. So Jones will punt the ball here for the third time tonight as the Red Terrors force a 3rd and out.
Okay, Thomas, hope they give him room to run.
Their punter will stand back on his own 11. Thomas right at the midfield stripe, standing on that big block G that they painted in the middle of the field for this first round playoff game. Good snap, line drive kick, going to bounce around midfield and just bounce high in the air and just kind of roll dead there at about the 47-yard line. So it takes a little bit of a Glynn Academy roll.
47, yeah.
So George,
well, we're on their side of the field.
That's right, for the second straight time here.
As long as we play on that end, we're in good shape.
7:40 to go here in this first half. Glynn leads at 7-0. Went 71 yards the first time they had the football. They got the ball actually at the Jones 42 the last time they had it, but that unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that backed them up 15 yards kind of stalled that drive.
That was a bad penalty.
And I now understand Frederica leads 22-6 over on the island. 1st and 10 for the Red Terrors at the Jones 46. Delaney under center. He'll give it to Alford. He'll break a tackle, break another one. 40, 35, 30. Alford still on his feet. Drags another tackler inside about the 15-yard line. There goes little Alford as he cranks it up. And the Red Terrors are down there knocking on that Jones door again. But look at this, George. We got a flag over on the far side of the field right at the line of scrimmage. Somebody might have moved over there. Maybe Glenn's receiver. Let's check.
15-yard line is a gain of 31, the 1st and 10.
The referee wanted to call false start. Now he's going to call an illegal shift. Bottom line is the penalty's on the Red Terror.
Zach Lamper did a good job on that. They ran that play earlier in the year where he goes in motion and he leads the play.
And, he lines up at fullback and tight end, so he was at the fullback that time?
Yeah, and he went in motion and led the play up through there. Made a good block.
So that's another costly penalty on the Red Terrors. And I think Ridings is going to call a timeout to think about things here, talk about things. He's going to wake these guys up, shake them up. A couple of penalties have really hurt the Red Terrors here early in this ball game. We'll take a timeout, too. Glynn leads at 7-0. You're listening to Red Terror Football on 102.5 WYNO.
He's talking to Zach Lamper, too.
Ready to resume action here after a Glynn Academy timeout. They marked the penalty off on the Red Terrors. They're now back behind the midfield stripe at their own 49-yard line. That was an illegal shift there for the Red Terrors. Wipes out a 31-yard gain by Joe Nathan Alford. I understand Ware leads 10-0 over Lakeside Evans over in Waycross, and we hear a score out of Fayette County, I think, is where Whitewater's located, but Whitewater leads Lee County 28-0. So it looks like Whitewater will move on and face the winner of this game. Toss sweep for the Red Terrors. It goes to Alford. He's inside Jones County territory, inside the 45 to about the 42-yard line. Going to be a gain of about 9. That's going to bring up, though, 3rd down and about 6.
Second down and 5 from the 41.
So assuming that Whitewater score holds, Glynn Academy will be on the road next week if they can hold this lead here in a second-round game. Whitewater's a number 1 seed, Glynn's a number 2 seed, thus the Red Terrors would have to go on the road. But a long way to go in this one. Glynn leads at 7-0. 2nd and 5 now, ball on the 41, 7:20 to go here in quarter number 2. They'll go to Alford. He'll break a tackle, I thought he was going to get loose, but he doesn't. Another man comes up and brings him down. He'll get the ball to about the 39-yard line. So now that's going to bring up 4th down. Is it 3rd down?
Yeah.
3rd down and 3. That's right. The penalty was on 1st down. So 3rd down and 3 for the Red Terrors
This is 2 down.
at the Jones 39. Yeah, 2 down territory again. Delaney going to be in the gun, or under center. The Red Terrors in an offset eye. Lampert's your fullback. Alfred's your tailback. He'll run with sweep to the short side of the field. Jones County pursues good, and they stack Alfred up back at about the 39-yard line, maybe the 40. Might have been a loss of 1 on that play. So now the Red Terrors face 4th down and 4 at the 4.
Well, that play doesn't work that good being to the short side of the field like that. If they're going to run a toss to him like that, they ought to give him room to run outside. See, he had nowhere to go.
And George Ridings is going to make us wrong here because he's going to punt the football and keep that field position in his favor. He's a defensive coach. And with Jones struggling right now to move the ball, he's playing the percentages here. Delaney takes the snap. He'll get it away. A better kick this time, a line drive kick, but it's still going to go out of bounds short of the 10-yard line. I think he was trying to pin Jones there, obviously inside the 10. The referee or the official on this side is going to walk back up and mark the ball out of bounds on the 16. So with 5:53 to go here in this first quarter, Jones County, with no offense whatsoever to speak of, will take over 1st and 10 at their own 16. I think our statistician, John Cornell, told me they still had less than 30 yards here in this first half. They had 21 at the end of the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Greyhounds. Ball at their own 16-yard line. They're in that wing tee. They give it to the fullback, Juhan. But the Red Terrors turning back after a gain of about 2. Number 51, DeAndre Gilmore in there on that tackle, along with number 42, Sledge, and number 23, Cannon Thomas, and also C.J. Welch. Glynn getting a lot of guys around that football.
I don't think they've blocked our linemen yet.
No, I don't think so.
They have just not cracked a seam in there yet.
Well, coming into this game, Glynn knew they were severely right-handed. You could play to that and gamble and win most of the time. And now, without Williams being in there, it's pretty much the Juhan show, even though they're giving it to number 3, Givens, who they send in motion. But they'll give it to Juhan. Got some hole at the left side of the line of scrimmage. That time they do go left, and maybe they fooled the Red Terrors there. Juhan carries the ball out to about the 28-yard line. Going to be close to a 1st down. In fact, it should be a first down.
Right. Boy, that was a big save there.
And just as we talk about them being right-handed, what do, George? They go to the left side. So 1st and 10 for the Hounds. Ball now at their 29. Clock inside, 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Glynn leads at 7-0. They're in that wing tee, not under center. Juhan's your fullback. They'll give it to him. He'll try the right side this time and spin across the 30 to about the 32, a gain of 3. We thought it might be a high-scoring offensive shootout between these two teams, both of them averaging over 30 points. Of course, both teams have played some weaker opponents, particularly down the stretch. But right now, kind of been a defensive struggle. Glynn's had the ball their last 2 times on Jones' side of the field, but had to punt it both times. 2nd and 7 now for the Greyhounds at their own 32. They're in that wing tee, not under center. He'll give it to Givens. He'll try the left side. Dances across the 35 up near the 40. Should be another Greyhound first down, and it is.
Did you see what we did then, Kevin? We shifted over to their right, our left. And as soon as we shifted over, they ran back to the left.
Well, there you go.
So they're going to have to watch it.
So a little bit of a chess match going on here now between these coaches.
Yeah, we shifted over. By the time we shifted over, they pitched it and ran it the other way.
So Jones gets a fresh set of downs again. They're 1st and 10 at their own 40. Clock inside 4 minutes, 3:53 to be exact here in this first half. They'll give it to Juhan right up the middle. He breaks a tackle, almost breaks another, but the Red Terrors do knock him off his feet. I think that was C.J. Welch or either Ashawn Spalding that did get him off his feet. But Juhan gets to the 43, a gain of 3. Makes it 2nd and 7.
Shoot, he ought to play it straight one time and mess him up.
Yeah, there you go. Well, Ridings knew they were extremely right-handed coming into this game. And he's going to call his defenses according to that. But right now, Jones showing they're not afraid to go left anyway. They've gone off the left side of that line a couple of times here on this possession. They're now 2nd and 7 on the 43.
We played it straight then.
They'll give it to Lewis. He tries the right side, gets up near midfield, breaks a tackle. He's inside the Glynn 45, and the Red Terrors are going to finally wrestle him down. But, George, we got a flag back around the line of scrimmage.
We need it.
And the Jones County coaches are out there either arguing with the referees or their own players, and I think they're really talking to their own players here. They know they made a mistake, and the referees caught them. That's going to negate a first down run by Jones County.
That's only a 5, but it brings it back.
Yeah, so if they...
Actually, it's a 20-yard penalty.
Right.
Because he gained about 12.
So the line of scrimmage was the 43. That's going to back them up inside the 38. And actually will make it 2nd down and 11. 7-0 here at Glynn Academy at Glynn County Stadium in this first round playoff game against Jones County, the number 3 seed out of Region 2. We'll call it 2nd and 11 now. Ball back on the 38-yard line. Jones County in that wing tee. They'll give it to Lewis. Nothing doing. He was looking for some running room, and the Red Terrors came crashing in. Cannon Thomas and C.J. Welch. 2 of Glynn's big guns knock him back down around the 36, a loss of 2.
2-yard loss, 3rd down and 14 from the 36.
So, George, that now makes it 3rd down and 14 for the Hounds. Ball back on the 36.
Oh, they might break. See if he'll throw that ball. If he's going to throw it, he'd have to throw it here.
Yep, so far they're going to stay in that wing tee. Look, they've only got one guy split out there to the left. That's number 81, Jared Johnson. Knight going to drop back. He's going to throw it. They're trying to throw a fly route to Johnson. He goes up, and the Red Terrors break it up, or did he catch it? He came down with it. Inside the 30 at the 27, they threw a jump ball up, and actually I think that was number 24 there on the reception, Landon Vaughn. They threw a jump ball to Vaughn. He went up over 2 Glynn Academy defenders and brought it down. Looked like one of the guys for Glynn got their hands on it, but Vaughn stayed with us.
Hurt his hand. He got his hand on it, though.
And now Jones County is 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line of Glynn Academy.
Good gosh. One receiver.
Yep, they had one man flanked out, and they threw it to that one guy, and he went up and made a big catch, and the Jones County Greyhounds are 1st and 10 on the Glynn 27. They give it to Gibbons off the left side. The Red Terrors will get him down right around the line of scrimmage. C.J. Welch and Cannon Thomas in there on the hit.
You're running out of time. Run, clock.
2nd and 9 for the Greyhounds now. Ball back on the Glynn 26. Clock showing 1:04 here to go in this first half. Jones has 1 timeout left. The Red Terrors have 2.
Man, look at that thing run.
Glynn trying to hold to this 7-0 lead. Knight takes the snap. He'll fake the handoff. He'll keep it off the right side, right behind right guard. Get about 2 yards down to the 3 yards, excuse me, down to about the 23. Sledge in there on the tackle. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 from the 23.
Clock's going to run out.
Clock is running quick. They may have to call a timeout, and they will.
Yeah.
So we'll take one with them. With 27.8 seconds to go here in the first half, Jones will have it 3rd down and 6 from the Glynn 23, trailing 7-0 when we come back. You're listening to Glynn Football on 102.5
WYNR.
Hi fans, Dolores Murphy here to tell you that Mike Murphy Kia of Brunswick is the proud sponsor of the Glynn Academy Red Terrace High School football team. There has never been a better time to drive a new Kia. We have 5 new Kia models that you can drive for less than $200 a month, and that's 36 months term, not 72 months financing. And all new Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile factory warranty. Drop by the showroom or visit our website at MikeMurphyKia.com.
Now back to Glynn Academy Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
We're back after timeout on this drive. Jones has now caught the Red Terrors in total yardage. Glynn leads that 93-92. But the main stat right now, Glynn clinging to that 7-0 lead. But Jones County 3rd down and 6 now on the Glynn 23. They just called their last time out of the half, so they have 27 seconds to work with here. And we're going to get a timeout now from Glynn Academy, so we'll take another timeout. Stay with us. We'll finish up the first half here momentarily. You're listening to Glynn Football on 102.5 WYNR.
Papa John's Pizza next to Publix in the Village at Glen Place is proud to sponsor the Glynn Academy Red Terrors 2012 season. All of us here at Papa John's would like to wish them the best of luck for another winning year. Whether it's pizza for your tailgate party before the game or a celebration after, Papa John's Pizza next to Publix in the Village at Glen Place is your pizza headquarters for every game this season. To place your game day pizza orders, call Papa John's Pizza at 264-9444. That's 264-9444.
Now back to Glynn Academy Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
We're back break, 27.8 seconds to go here in this first half. Glynn leads at 7-0, and the Red Terrors trying to get out of this first half with that lead. Jones County 3rd down and 6 on the Glynn 23. They called a timeout, and then Glynn saw what kind of formation they came out in, and they called a timeout. Knight under center, got a couple of guys split out to both sides. They're going to run a reverse. Number 24, the halfback's going to throw it complete to number 3 inside the Glynn 5. I think he might have scored. Yes, touchdown. They ran a double reverse, and they threw it to that athlete Gibbons, and he goes up and makes the catch inside the Glynn 5, and he scored diving in the left corner. And Jones County is now a PAT away from tying this game up late in the first half.
They're going to go. No, they're going to kick it now.
They ran a double reverse pass. And looks like we got a penalty coming from the defensive backfield here. The guy who called the penalty now pointing. And let's see who they're going to mark this one off against. No flag, so they'll wave it off. Not sure what he thought he saw there. But the white hat comes in and waves it off quick. Jones County to try the PAT here. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up and good. So we're all tied up with 18.2 seconds to go here in this first half. It's Jones County 7, Glynn Academy 7. You're listening to Red Terror Football on 102.5 WYNR. Hey, John.
What a winning combination. No home is tougher. With 2x6 walls, Duke insulation, and Thermopane windows, these homes are built to last. Hinesville Home Center goes all the way. Touchdown! With repos starting at $13,500. Or bring in your own plans and they can build it. Score big with the oldest and most trusted dealer in Southeast Georgia. Hinesville Home Center, West Oglethorpe Highway. Hinesville, drive a while and save a pile.
Now back to Red Terror Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
So a 27-yard pass from number 24, Landon Bond, to number 3, JoJo Gibbons. And with the Jones County Greyhounds tied up here 7-7 with 18.2 seconds to go here in this first half. Here's your Nally kickoff now by the Jones County Greyhounds. They're going to squib kick it, and the Red Terrors will fall on it. Kim and Thomas does it about the 42-yard line. So with 17 seconds to go, George,
we can score.
Glenn has a timeout to work with here. We'll see if the Red Terrors go to a need. They might just do a simple handoff with Joe Nathan Alford, see if he can do something here. 17 seconds to go here in this first half. Glenn led 7-0 after scoring on their first drive. But Jones County just tied it up on a double reverse halfback pass from Bond to Gibbons. And we're 7-7 here with 17 seconds to go. Glenn's got it 1st and 10 on their own 43. Delaney is in the gun. Going to have Alford standing off to his left. Got 3 guys split out here over here to the left side, 1 to the right. Delaney takes the snap, going to roll to his left, complete to Thomas at the 46. Thomas gets inside Jones County territory, and he goes out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. 10 seconds to go here on the clock, and the Red Terrors do have that one timeout left.
12-yard pickup.
They could reach for a long field goal here, George, if they could get that ball down to about the 32.
Yeah, I was fixing
that would still be about a 50-yarder, though.
If they can get it inside the 35-yard line, they might try it.
Glynn 1st and 10 on the Jones 45. But the clock showing just 10 seconds to go here in this first half. The Red Terrors still have that one timeout. Delaney's going to be in the gun. 2 guys split out over here to the left, 2 to the right. Here's your snap. Delaney takes it, drops back, looking to throw. Complete the cross on the 41. He's still in bounds.
Timeout.
And the Red Terrors do call a timeout with 1 second left. That's their last. And we're out of timeouts in this first half, so we'll stay right here. George, with 5 seconds to go, the Red Terrors have the ball at Jones 41.
He can't kick it.
There's no way they can kick it that far.
Well, he can go for it. Try to score.
So you can just throw sort of a Hail Mary pass here, or maybe try to send everybody deep, maybe throw it underneath Joe Nathan Alford and see if he can work some magic in the middle of the field. What do you do here?
I'd throw it in the end zone. Hope somebody can catch it. I don't know if they're going to be playing a prevent defense probably.
When we go to the half, you'll want to stay right here. We'll have the first half recap, and our halftime guest tonight will be Glynn Academy head basketball coach Dan Moore. And as a basketball coach would, he comes in here with a Hickory High School jacket on from Indiana. You might know Hickory was the school that won the state championship there that they made the movie Hoosiers out of. So Glynn, 2nd down and 5 now on the 40-yard line of Jones. 5.1 seconds to go. Delaney going to go back into shotgun. 3 guys split out to the left. 1 guy over here cross on the near side of the field. Delaney takes the snap, going to roll to his right, looks for cross, complete on the 26, cross to the 20, breaks the tackle and goes inside the 15, but time's going to run out on the Red Terrors, and that's your half. 7-7 here at the half in the first round playoff game between the Red Terrors and the Jones County Greyhounds. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the United Community Bank halftime show, which will include a first half recap and some Glynn Academy basketball talk. So stay with us. You're listening to Glynn Football on 102.5 WYNR.
4th of May would like to wish Glynn Academy a safe and victorious football season. The 4th of May, where you'll find classic cuisine served up with a side of old-fashioned Southern hospitality. When the most important part of your meal is the food, 4th of May scores every time. 4th of May in the Pier Village on St. Simon's. Open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For more information, seating, and orders, call 638-5444. Now go get them, Terrors.
Whenever a pet is adopted, if they could talk, they'd probably say something like, I just met you, and I love you. Now you can sign on to 1025WYNR.net for the pick of the litter. Each day, the Humane Society of South Coastal Georgia posts video of another pet looking for a family to love. Just sign on to 1025WYNR.net and click on the pick of the litter link to view today's pet. The Humane Society of South Coastal Georgia and 102.5 WYNR. Caring for pets that will care for you.
Hello and welcome back to this sudden death edition of Buzzword. Ryan Dykstra of Advanced Collision Center. Are you ready?
Oh, you bet. Hey, Miss Vanderbander.
Okay, Ryan, finish this sentence. Advanced Collision Center is...
where the coolest stuff on earth happens. Where everyone lives happily ever after and the sun always shines.
And
it's gumdrops and cotton candy. All the time.
Advanced Collision Center has done it again. See you next time on Buzzword. It's Terrors at the half. Stay tuned for more Glynn Academy play-by-play action on your Red Terror Nation station, 102.5 WYNR.
We're back at the half. This is your United Community Bank halftime show. The Jones County Band made the trip down here from Gray, Georgia. That's something I don't know if our Glynn Academy Band would be doing, but Glynn Academy.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Mr. Howard Vann, Superintendent of the Glynn County School System, and Dr. Scott Spence, Principal of Glynn Academy, we're proud to present the Glynn Academy Pride of the Golden Isles Marching Band. Tonight, the band will perform its field show entitled Chain Reaction, Fission, Suspended Animation, and Fusion. This year, the band received straight superior ratings at each festival it participated in. This year, the band also earned second place in the Class 3A and second place in Division I at the Jones County Battle on the Border, held in Valdosta, Georgia. This marks 4 years in a row that the band has earned a Best in Class award. Drum majors for the Glynn Academy Band are Danielle Strickland and Shelby Henderson. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the show.
We're back at Glynn County Stadium getting set for your Nally kickoff here to start this second half. Some quick scores real quick. Whitewater all over Lee County, 49-7 at the half, so it looks like the winner here will go to Whitewater next week. Ware County 10-7 on Lakeside Evans, early third quarter. And Northside Warner Robins all over Effingham, 34-0. And on St. Simon's Island, looks like Frederica's marching on. They lead 36-6 over David Emanuel. Here's your Nally kickoff. The Red Terrors will receive it at the 35-yard line. A short kick. I think that's Troy Rogers who breaks a tackle and returns it out across the 35 to about the 37. And so George, Glynn Academy takes the kickoff and will move left to right. Jones County will play defense. They're on our right. They'll move from right to left when they get the football. 7-7 here. 24 minutes to find out if Glynn Academy moves on or goes home.
They're starting in a good field position. Got it number 37.
Mr. Pulley.
Yep, Glynn Academy 1st and 10 on their own 37-yard line. Delaney will be in the shotgun. Joe Nathan Alford flanked off to his right. Two guys on each side of the line of scrimmage split out. Delaney going to drop back, looking to throw, complete the blast on the 38. He breaks a tackle. He's to the 45, midfield, 50, 45, 40. There goes Blash, 30, 20, 10, puts a move on the guy and falls down inside the 12. I got a little ahead of myself there, expecting Blash to score. I had him at the 10, but they knocked him down on about the 12. But Glynn Academy starts with a simple pass pattern that turns into a big gain from the 37 all the way down to the 14-yard line.
I'll tell you, that was good pursuit by their offside halfback, number 5.
Was he the guy that made the tackle?
He's the one that made him cut back, made the tackle.
Blash broke a couple of tackles. Next thing you know, he was across the 50-yard stripe, headed down the Glynn Academy sideline. But they bring him down at the 13-yard line. Glynn now 1st and 10 on the Jones 13 in the wishbone. Delaney under center. Going to give it to Alford. Got a hole off the left side, but it closes quick as he might have gotten down to about the 12, only a yard. Looks like he was going to be able to bounce it out there and go inside the 10, but the Jones County Greyhounds come up and make a nice stop on Alfred.
Well, I'll tell you, their pursuit's pretty good on
They
defense.
are, yeah.
There was a hole there for a second. They filled it pretty good.
Give Alfred a yard. Going to be 2nd down and 9 for Glynn now on the 12. Red Terrors need to punch it in because Matthew Delaney, I don't think, is going to kick extra points and field goals here tonight, but the backup kicker, Wilson, is pretty good. But it's a pressure-packed situation, so good scoring opportunity here for Glynn. They need to try to punch it in here. 2nd down, 9 on the 13. They're going to go to Alfred off the right side. He gets inside the 10 down to about the 8. Going to be a gain of, about 4 or 5. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4. They'll spot it at 8 right in the middle of the field. Just underway here in this second half, 7-7. Glynn Academy led 7-0 after scoring on their first possession and led all the way to the final 20 seconds of that second quarter. And Jones County hit a 27-yard pass on a double reverse from the halfback to number 3, their wideout, JoJo Gibbons. 3rd down and 5 now here for the Terrors. The ball on the Jones 8. And Coach Ridings calls a timeout. Glynn might have been flirting with the play there. I'm not sure if maybe he didn't like looking there. So we'll take a timeout too. 9:42 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 7-7 at Glynn County Stadium. We're listening to Red Terror Football on 102.5.
Hi fans, Dolores Murphy here to tell you that Mike Murphy Kia of Brunswick is the proud sponsor of the Glynn Academy Red Terrace High School football team. There has never been a better time to drive a new Kia. We have 5 new Kia models that you can drive for less than $200 a month, and that's 36 months term, not 72 months financing. And all new Kias come with a 10-year, 100,000-mile factory warranty. Drop by the showroom or visit our website at MikeMurphyKia.com.
Now back to Glynn Academy Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
Both teams back out on the field after that Glynn Academy timeout. The Red Terrors are 3rd down and 5. Ball on the Jones County 8. Glynn going empty backfield here. Delaney going to take the snap in shotgun formation. Going to send Emmett Thomas in motion. Dropping back, looking to throw. Got time, but here comes the Greyhounds with a sack. One man hit him, and number 48 comes in and makes the sack. As Glynn Academy's blocking breaks down Scott Rooks there. And Glynn is now back on the 19-yard line, and it looks like they're going to line up and go for a field goal here. They'll spot it on the 27-yard line, so we're going to get a 37-yarder here by Wilson. The snap, the hold, the kick is up and it's good. Is it good? Let's watch it. Yes, just inside that left upright. Just inside that left upright with about 2 yards to spare, and Glynn Academy goes up 10-7 with 9:02 to go here in this third quarter.
He didn't catch that ball real good. He kind of blooped it a little bit, but it's got there.
It got there, and it's good for 3. So 10-7, you're listening to Red Terror Football on 102.5 WYNR.
And a new Clayton or Destiny home from Hinesville Home Center. What a winning combination. No home is tougher. With 2x6 walls, Duke insulation, and thermopane windows, these homes are built to last. Hinesville Home Center goes all the way. With repos starting at $13,500. Or bring in your own plans and they can build it. Score big with the oldest and most trusted dealer in Southeast Georgia. Hinesville Home Center, West Oglethorpe Highway. Hinesville, drive a while and save a pile.
Now, back to Red Terror Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
So the Red Terrors start the second half with a 37-yard field goal. Wilson, they lead 10-7 with 9:02 to go in the third quarter. Here's your Nally kickoff by Wilson. He'll angle it inside the 20. The Jones County Greyhounds will field it on the 18. That's Lewis. He's out across the 30. Thomas trying to bring him down over there. Emmett Thomas. And Emmett Thomas grabs him by the shirt tail and wrestles him down just short of the 45 and about the 43. So the Greyhounds will get good field position as they go on offense for the first time here.
That little guy's got good speed, doesn't he? Was that number 3?
Yeah, that was number 29, Lewis, who also plays in that offensive backfield.
Yeah, he's got good speed.
Some other scores: McIntosh 7-6 on East Lawrence and Darien, and down in Kingsland, Camden County leads 21-10 over Hillgrove. I think that's a halftime score. Of course, Hillgrove knocked Camden County out of the playoffs 2 years ago in the second round, I believe it was. 1st and 10 now here for the Hounds on their own 43. They trail at 10-7 after that Glynn field goal with 8:52 here to go in quarter number 3. They'll give it to Duhan off the right side. He tries to run over our middle linebacker, Connor Buchanan, but Connor hangs in there and makes the stop at the 47-yard line, a gain of 4. If you listen to the first half, you'll know that Jones County playing this game without their top rusher, Williamson. But they're 7-7 at the half, now 10-7 here. They'll go to Duhan, who's also gained over 1,000 yards this year, and he'll carry the ball up near first down to about the Glynn Academy 46.
First down.
That's a gain of 7. And that will be a Jones County first down. Now, Georgia looks like, at least to start this half, they're going to play power football with Duhan off the right side, and that's their strength. That's their bread and butter.
Yeah, that looks like what we were expecting right there. That power, that pitch, and just power football off tackle.
1st and 10 now at the Glynn 46. They'll give it to Duhan up the middle. He'll get about 3 yards down to about the 42.
Tell you, he carries that football off and loose. Looks like we can knock that ball loose. He's got that thing. He doesn't tuck that football back into it.
That was C.J. Welch. He came off the end and grabbed a hold of Duhan and just waited for a couple of other defenders to come over to help him. Give Juhan 4. And it's 2nd down and 6 now for the Greyhounds in that wing tee at the Glynn 42. There's Duhan again. He'll try that right side right off the tackle and get to about the 40. Going to bring up 3rd down and 4 now. Power football out of the wing tee, George. This is what they do.
Yeah, that's going to be 2. They'll run it on 4th down here.
Gain of 1 on the play will be 3rd down and 5.
They actually say he went down at the 41, so make it 3rd down and 5. Ball at the Glynn 41. We're already at the 7-minute mark of this third quarter. Jones has the ball for the first time here. Having a hard time getting lined up. Looks like they're now set. Their quarterback going to be in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That's Gibbons. They're going to give it to him on the end around off the left side, and the Red Terrors trip him up short of the first down at about the 37-yard line.
32.
Yeah, so he'll be, about a yard short, yard and a half.
Big down.
Fourth down and a long one, maybe two.
They're going to go for it.
They are going to go for it. Big play in this ball game. Fourth and about a yard and a half for the Greyhounds on the Glynn 37.
Stop that hound dog.
The quarterback, Knight, back there in the gun, but he's getting this. They might be doing an audible here. He's going to take the handoff in the gun here, though, or take the snap in the gun. Going to take it. He's going to keep it off the left side. He's going to get to the Glynn 36, but the Red Terrors knock him back there. Depending on the spot, that should be a first down. I think it is by a good half yard. The Jones County head coach, Lewis, already over there pointing that it's a first down, and it is.
It's on the 35.
Yep, we'll give him 2 yards officially to the 35. A new set of downs for the Greyhounds. They're now working 1st and 10 from the Glynn 35 with 5:52 to go here in quarter number 3. The Red Terrors lead at 10-7. They kick the field goal on their first drive of the second half. Knight back under center. They'll go to Duhan off the left side. He'll get down to the Glynn 30, a gain of 5. Cannon Thomas in on that tackle along with Andrew McClendon.
Second down and 5.
I'll tell you, there's nothing fancy about what they're doing. They're just running right at us.
Nope, this is going to be a low-scoring kind of game here. We thought it might be a shootout here, but both teams look content to keep it a low-scoring game here. 2nd down and 5, ball on the 30. They'll run a toss sweep with Lewis. He's trying to get out to the right side, and he does. Glynn Academy gets good pursuit. He breaks one tackle and gets down near that first down marker at about the 26-yard line.
That's going to be pretty close to a first down.
That is going to be close to a first down. Going to be 2nd down and probably, or 3rd down and probably less than a yard here.
We need a big down here.
Glynn started the half with the football. Jones has it for the first time. And we're already getting close to that 4-minute mark of this third quarter. 3rd down and less than a yard for the Hounds at the 36. They give it to Duhan. He stumbles as he goes across the line of scrimmage, but he will get the first down at the 34. Glynn did kind of have a hold of him there, maybe about a yard in the backfield, but he got loose just enough to surge ahead for that first down. So with 4:28 to go here in quarter number 3, the Hounds get a new set of downs just inside the Glynn 25. We'll call it the 24. They're running that wing T power football right at the Red Terrors here and doing it with success on this drive. They started at their own 43. Knight going to take the snap, it looks like, from the gun. Drop back, looking to throw, complete in the right flat to Gibbons. The Red Terrors still don't have him down as he's trying to wrestle his way away from a couple of defenders. They'll give him his forward progress to the 21. That's a gain of 4.
Well, they kind of telegraph that play. We could intercept that play. Halfback's playing so far off, though, it'd be hard for him to get up there and intercept.
Well, Glynn's almost all in there playing that run, man on man on the outside there. 2nd down and 6 now for the Greyhounds at the Glynn 21. Knight in shotgun formation. He'll give it to Gibbons. They were going to try to run it around left end, but the Red Terrors get good pursuit, crash through the line of scrimmage, and that's the Glynn's end, C.J. Welch. Making a big stop there. They'll spot it back on the 23. That's a loss of 2, and George, it is now 3rd down and 8 for the Hounds. But this is probably 2-down territory. I think they have a decent kicking game.
I don't know what kind of kicking
I don't know, though. If they stopped them right here, it would be about a 40-yarder. Knight going to go under center. One man behind him. That's the fullback, Juhan. He'll roll to his right. Glynn getting pressure on him. He's going to throw incomplete around the Glynn 15. I think that was DeAndre Cooper in there on the pass breakup. He had a big game last week at Garden City, and he breaks up a pass there. And now the Greyhounds face a decision, George, 4th and 8 from their own 23. or from the Glenn 23?
I'm pretty sure they'll go for it, unless they have a good kicker. I don't know what kind of kicker they have.
Well, Coach Ridings just said decent as we talked about their special teams this morning, but we didn't really get into what kind of range he has.
They're going to go for it, are they?
But it looks like they will keep their offense out on the field here. So they're 4th down and 8 from the Glenn 23. Clock showing 2:49 to go here in this third quarter.
Big down. Let's go.
The Hounds break the huddle, and here comes a penalty flag in from the white hat, and that might be an illegal substitution, or he's counting the guys. He might see 12 guys out there, and he's double checking it, and yes, it is. Too many men on the field for the Hounds. A big mistake. Somebody who was not supposed to be out there was out there. And when they broke the huddle, they broke it with 12 guys, George, and that's you can't. Well, it's not a legal substitution, right?
Yeah.
It's just
Just
12
illegal
guys,
procedure.
right?
Golly.
So now they're going to be, after that penalty, 4th down and 13, back on the 28, and I think they're going to call a timeout and talk about things here. So we'll see what Jones decides to do as we take a break. 2:49 to go in the third quarter. Glenn leads at 10-7. You're listening to Red Terror Football on 102.5 WYNR.
They go for it, they'll throw it. I think they won't run it.
Jones County School System would like to thank our 2012 athletic corporate sponsors.
Oh, you bet. Hey, Miss Vanderbender.
Okay, Ryan, finish this sentence. Advanced Collision Center is
where the coolest stuff on earth happens. Where everyone lives happily ever after and the sun always shines.
And
it's gumdrops and cotton candy. All the time.
Advanced Collision Center has done it again. See you next time on Buzzword.
Now back to Glynn Academy Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
We're back at Glynn County Stadium after the Jones County timeout. They're going to be 4th and 13 on the Glenn 28, and they will keep their offense out on the field. They were 4th down and 8 at the 23, but they had too many men on the field when they broke the huddle. So they get 5 yards marked off against them. They're now 4th and 13 at the 28. They're in the wing tee. They're going to run that reverse again. Number 3 is going to throw it. Intercepted by Glynn Academy at the 23. And that was number 25, Andrew McClendon. And George, even if he doesn't intercept that pass, it's going to be well short of the receiver. He was about 5 yards short of where that football was thrown, or 5 yards past where that football was actually thrown.
Who was he throwing to? There's no receiver there.
Yeah, he was already back there, back around the 15 or so. That was Gibbons trying to throw that halfback pass, and it gets intercepted. By number 25, Andrew McClendon. So Glenn will get it on the turnover. They're 1st and 10 now on the 20-yard line with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. They'll go I formation. Your tailback's Alford. That's where the ball goes. He'll get off the right side, 25-30. Goes Alford all the way up through the 32, 33-yard line, a gain of 13. If Glynn Academy wins this football game, they'll be on the road next week in the Atlanta area against Whitewater, who's laying a beat down on Lee County in their first round game up there in the South Atlanta metro area. 1st and 10 now, Glenn on their own 33-yard line. 2:17 to go in the third quarter. I formation. They go to Alford off the left side. Not a whole lot of running room over there. He'll carry it out to about the 35, a gain of 2. Talk about keying on a running back, though. Jones County knows they can key on Alford, too, because he's Glenn's workhorse, no doubt about it.
Especially in that formation there. If we could get him outside some, maybe throw the ball to him. When they're pitching it to him in the backfield, you know they're keying on him.
So give Alford 2. Glenn now 2nd and 8 on their own 35-yard line. They'll stick in that I formation. Delaney under center. Takes the snap. Hands to Alford off the right side. Got a hole. 40, 45, 50. And the Jones County Greyhounds finally knock him out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of about 19 there by Alford. Alford came into this game with just shy of 1,500 yards. He's over that benchmark now. had 25 touchdowns coming into the season. He scored Glenn's touchdown here on that first drive, so he now has 26 touchdowns on the season. Of course, Jones County playing this game without their top running back, Andre Williams, 1,800 yards and 30 touchdowns coming into this game. I guess he's hurt, though. We've not seen him yet tonight.
I didn't even see him on the sideline.
First and 10 at the Jones 46. A rare handoff goes to the fullback, Lamper, and he'll carry it down inside the 45 to about the 43, a gain of 3. And, George, I'm assuming Coach Ridings wouldn't have played coy with us this morning. They might have gotten word maybe that Williams was hurt. Really weren't sure, but I think they spent the week preparing for him to be in there on the field.
And I heard coming up here when I came in on the field tonight, somebody asked me about it, and I said, well, I haven't heard.
Right.
So somebody, it was out that he was injured.
Right. So Lamper gets 4. The clock gets inside a minute or to go here in this third quarter. Second down and 6 now for Glynn Academy on the Jones 42. Delaney will take the handoff and turn and give it to Alford, and he'll wrestle his way to about the 39-yard line with white shirts hanging all over him. They finally get him down. Going to be a gain of 3 and bring up third down and about 2?
Yeah.
They're going to spot it on the right hash at the 39. And the Red Terrors need just shy of that 36-yard line for a first down. So about 2.5.
Yeah, almost 3 yards.
And I think that's going to be the final play of the third quarter as the clock ticks under 15 seconds. And Glynn will let the rest of those moments run out here in this third quarter. So we'll go to the fourth with Glynn Academy holding their hands high, signaling fourth quarter. Jones County does it by holding their helmets up. 12 minutes to go. It's 10-7 Glynn Academy. You're listening to Red Terror Football on 102.5.
Jones Pizza next to Publix in the Village at Glen Place is proud to sponsor the Glynn Academy Red Terrors 2012 season. All of us here at Papa John's would like to wish them the best of luck for another winning year. Whether it's pizza for your tailgate party before the game or a celebration after, Papa John's Pizza next to Publix in the Village at Glen Place is your pizza headquarters for every game this season. To place your game day pizza orders, call Papa John's Pizza at 264-9444. That's 264-9444.
Local high school football is a long-running tradition in the Golden Isles. And you know what else is a long-running tradition? The amazing signature dishes you'll find at Latitude 31 on Jekyll Island. From their famous Chelsea seafood crepes stuffed with shrimp, scallops, and blue crab to their Chelsea Romano crusted chicken over angel hair pasta made with certified organic chicken. It's a win-win for everyone. Located on the historic wharf on Jekyll Island. For more information, go to latitude31jekyll-island.com.
Now, back to Red Terror Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
We're starting the fourth quarter here. Glynn 3rd and 3 from the Jones 39-yard line. Joe Nathan Alford's going to take the snap from the Wildcat formation. He'll stumble, but he'll get the first down, 35-30. They still can't bring him down. He's inside the 25, inside the 20, and a flag comes out. Let's check the flag. It might have been a hold. If it is, it's a spot foul. It should be a first down for Glynn Academy, but they'll back them up. After that third quarter, Glynn had 235 yards to 149 for Jones County. Preston Delaney. Let's check the flag here, and we'll get back to those numbers. Are they calling a face mask on Jones County?
What they're calling it.
A 5-yard face mask, it looks like.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Incidental face mask. So the Red Terrors will get the first down and tack on a few more with the penalty. They're now going to be 1st and 10 at the Jones 14. Preston Delaney having a good night here, 7 for 10 through the air, 121 yards. Joe Nathan Alford, 15 carries for 77 yards in that touchdown. Juhan, the leading ball carrier for Jones, 13 carries for 54 yards. Glynn 1st and 10 on the Jones County 14. A touchdown would be big here, and it looks like the Red Terrors are going to ride number 1 as they have all season. Joe Nathan Alford in that Wildcat formation. He'll carry it off the left guard and get 4 down to about the 10. I think this is going to be the Joe Nathan Alford show right here, George.
I don't understand that, though.
Why's that?
Because who are they going to key on? There's one guy back there that's going to get the ball. He's going to run it. I mean, it helps the defense, I think. But, they may take it on in there.
2nd down and 6 now. Ball on the 10. The Red Terrors can get a first down. without getting a touchdown. Alford will give it off to Thomas, and he'll go off the left side of the line and get inside the 5 down to about the 2-yard line, maybe the 3. Let's see where they spot it. That's a Glynn first down. Nice play call there by the Red Terriers. Evan Thomas is dangerous with that football in his hands. He scored about every way possible this year. Kickoff returns, punt returns, catching passes, taking handoffs. Glynn now 1st and goal on the Jones 3. A touchdown would be big here. They lead at 10-7 with 10:45 to go in the third quarter. Fourth quarter, I should say. The winner goes on to face Whitewater, who's blowing out Lee County in Metro Atlanta. 1st and goal for the Terriers on the 3. Alford in that Wildcat. He'll go across the goal line and score off the left side, and the Red Terriers lead 16-7. Finally, some breathing room.
You think they can score on us twice?
No, that's a 2-possession game, and by the way things have gone here so far, Jones County does score over 30 points a game, but they're not going to get anywhere near that mark here tonight. Even if they score once, they've got to score twice now, and the Red Terriers have that clock on their side too. 10:24 to go in the game. Wilson on to try the PAT. The Hounds rush in, but they can't get to it. It's up and good, so it's 17-7 now, Glynn Academy. 10:24 to go in the ball game, and the Red Terriers could be flirting with a second-round appearance next week. Stay with us. You're listening to Red Terrier Football on 102.5 WYNR.
16 seconds capped off by a 3-yard touchdown.
Every member of our team is fully committed to doing what it takes to win the satisfaction of you, our customer. Hello, I'm Britt Gilmore, head coach at Nally Honda Buick GMC in Azusa. Our team is staffed with professionals who are trained to make sure you get the best treatment possible. Each team member knows their assignment, so we execute a perfect game plan every time, which is one of the reasons why Nally is a family tradition. Stop by or visit us online at nallyauto.com. Now go Red Terriers.
Now back to Glynn Academy Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
So the Red Terriers go 80 yards and score on a 3-yard touchdown run by Joe Nathan Alford, his 27th touchdown of the season, and Glynn now leads it 17-7. And George is calling his buddies and saying, I might not be able to play golf at the Brunswick Country Club next Friday. I might be on my way to Atlanta. But a long way to go here in this football game. A short kick by the Red Terriers, and Jones, I guess, fields it after a little confusion. Back on their 20-yard line.
They almost messed up there. Of course, I believe that's why they kick at a little kick like that.
It is.
Hoping they'll mess up.
So Jones will scrimmage 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. They trail 17-7 now. Other than being tied at the half, 7-7, they've been behind all night. They were down for that first half, all but 18 seconds of it before they scored, and Glynn scored right here immediately in this second half, scoring a field goal on their first possession. And just scored the touchdown there. They'll give it to Gibbons off the left side, and he'll go to about the 26-yard line, a gain of 6. That's going to bring up 2nd down, and well, they're going to say the ball was on the 21 originally, so give him a gain of 5. Going to bring up 2nd and 5 from the 26. And George, they're a running team, and they've got time, but they might have to start winging that football around. The more time that runs off this clock, the best thing Glynn can do is not let them strike quick.
Yeah, they're taking their time about getting out of the huddle and all, too. They're not rushed.
They run right up the middle with Lewis, I believe, number 29.
This is big down because this is not 2 down territory.
He'll get to the 27-yard line, and that will bring up 3rd down and 4 here?
3rd and about 4.
3rd and 5,
it's a
maybe.
big 4, yeah.
Yeah. So Jones with a big 3rd down here. 3rd down and a long 4 from their own 27. 17-7 Glynn with 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Knight going to take the snap in the gun. Pressure coming on him, but he completes it over here to the right flat. And there he goes. 35, 50, 40. He may score with a Red Terriers running down. He's inside the 20 now. And they finally bring him down. Arshawn Spalding with a touchdown saving tackle at the 16-yard line. But a big game by Jones County. They're not done yet.
This tackle.
57-yard reception.
That was a very simple play, too.
57-yard pass there on that third down.
Okay, well, they're not in yet.
And Glynn will now play defense with that goal line ever so close behind them. Jones County now first down and 10, ball just inside the 15-yard line. Jones County has hit some big plays in this football game. One of them was a touchdown right before the end of the half. Here comes a flag.
In motion on them.
And somebody might have moved right there in that interior line for Jones County. That'll back them up 5 yards. It is a false start. That helps Glynn out just a little bit. It's now going to be first down and 15. Ball back on the 20-yard line. George, most of their big plays have been through the air here tonight. That one touchdown and then that pass play right there, and they've come in third down situations.
That one we just misplayed that play there. I mean, it wasn't a very long pass, but we out of position and missed a tackle.
First and 15 now for the Greyhounds. They'll operate from the 20-yard line. Knight in the gun. He'll give it to Duhon. Big hole. He's going to score. 10-5 touchdown as he runs over a guy at the goal line. And Jones County is not going to sleep yet. Their season's on the line. They close the gap real quickly. They go 80 yards in a hurry.
3 plays. Well, actually 2. One of them was a penalty.
They took over at their own 20-yard line with 10:21 to go here in this ball game, and now with 8:07 to go, they've made it 17-13, and they're trying the extra point here to make it 17-14. It is up, and it is good. So with 8:07 to go, hold on, buckle up your chin straps. We're getting set for a frantic finish here at Glynn County Stadium. 17-14, Glynn Academy. You're listening to Red Terror Football, 102.5 WYNR.
They better watch an onside kick.
Welcome back to this sudden death edition of Buzzword. Ryan Dykstra of Advanced Collision Center. Are you ready?
Oh, you bet. Hey, Miss Vanderbender.
Okay, Ryan, finish this sentence. Advanced Collision Center is...
where the coolest stuff on earth happens. Where everyone lives happily ever after and the sun always shines.
And
it's gumdrops and cotton candy all the time.
Advanced Collision Center has done it again. See you next time on Buzzword.
Now back to Red Terror Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
Back at Glynn County Stadium, Jones County has answered the Glynn touchdown with their own touchdown. They're now back within 3 at 17-14. They use less than 2 minutes of the clock and go 80 yards just like the Red Terrors did. They'll short kick it, and the Red Terrors will fair catch it on the 36. And George, that was the worst absolute thing that could have happened for the Red Terrors. Not only did Jones score, they scored quick. They only used less than 2 minutes.
Well, you know, both their touchdowns have been like that. Quick. They hit 2 big passes on the first touchdown. And then they hit that big pass on that one.
And talking about big passes, Knight for Jones County is now 5 of 8 on the night for 105 yards.
We need to take a long drive and just get some points here.
First and 10, Glynn now, ball on their own 36-yard line. Joe Nathan Alfred's in that Wildcat. He'll give it off to Emmett Thomas. He'll go off the left side and get out to about the 40, maybe the 41, a gain of 4 or 5.
4-yard gain.
And we've got some commotion over there on the other side of the field over by the Jones buses parked behind that end zone over there. A couple of Glynn County Schools police cars with their sirens on. Not sure what's happening over there. Give Emmett Thomas 4 yards. Glynn's now 2nd and 6 on the 40. That big D in the middle of the field, we talked about it in the pregame. It looks really nice. You would think you were in Sanford Stadium in Athens. 2nd down and 6 for the Red Terrors. Ball on their own 40. Joe Nathan Alfred in that Wildcat. This time he'll keep it right up the middle. 45-50. 45 of Jones County goes Alfred. A gain of about 15. We haven't seen the Wildcat in a few games, but the Red Terrors are bringing it out here tonight. And Alfred picks up a first down.
15-yard pickup, tackled by Nick Bentley. 1st and 10.
And so the Red Terriers will get a fresh set of downs. They're 1st and 10 on the Jones 45 now. Clock approaching 7 minutes to go in the ball game. Glynn leads it 17-14. Alfred's in that Wildcat. He'll take the direct snap again. Here comes Thomas in motion. Alfred going to keep it. Dodge a man. But he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage as he slips and falls down trying to make a cut. He'll lose 2 back to the 47, 2nd down 12.
How did that number 63 get through back
Yeah, he came through there quick.
Yeah, nobody touched him.
Alfred touched the football, took 1 step to his left, and that guy was on him. He did dodge him, but as he was approaching the line of scrimmage and looking like he was trying to make another cut, he went down on his own accord, basically. 2nd down and 12 now, ball at the Jones 47. Alfred still in that shotgun formation. He'll keep it right up the middle, nowhere to go there. Jones waiting on that one. That might be the Advanced Collision Center collision of the game. He just ran right into 2 Jones defenders, and they just drove him back.
I think our offensive coordinator needs to change right now for something else.
And we'll make that your Advanced Collision Center collision of the game. Alfred running into those 2 defenders here.
Can he throw the ball? Can Alfred throw it? See, they're going to expect to run. They're not even playing for a pass.
3rd down and 12 now. Make it 13 for the Red Terriers. Ball back on their 48.
Can he throw it?
He can. They've tried a couple of halfback passes this year. He's going to take the direct snap again. 2 guys are going to be split out here to the left. That's Cross and Emmett Thomas. He'll send Thomas in motion now. He'll fake the handoff. He's going to throw a jump pass. Incomplete. He was trying to throw a T-bow jump pass to Connor Buchanan. And he overthrew Connor Buchanan, who was at the 35-yard line, overthrew him by about 5 yards.
Well, I don't agree with any of that.
A T-bow jump pass, something we haven't seen all year, and the Red Terriers pull it out of the hat. They reach deep in the hat for that one. 4th down and 13 now. The Red Terriers look like they're going to punt it away from their own 48, and they'll have to rely on the defense to win this football game. Line drive kick by Matthew Delaney, going to take a Glynn Academy bounce about the 20-yard line and roll down to about the 12-yard line, 7-yard line.
7-yard line.
41-yard punt.
For the Greyhounds from the 7-yard line.
George Rose didn't like the play calling, but the Red Terriers have to move past it now. They're going to play defense to try to win this football game, as Jones will be 1st and 10 at their own 7. 93 yards to possibly win it. They could reach for a field goal and tie it up. Glynn Academy, George, has not been in a situation like this in weeks, trying to rely on the defense to win the ball game in the 4th quarter. They have posted 4 shutouts in a row before last week, but they were blowing everybody out deep into the ball game.
They got them pinned back inside the 10, so that helps them a little bit.
Inside the 10, Jones fumbles the football. The quarterback fumbled the football, but Juhan was right there to pick it up, but he'll go nowhere, and he'll actually lose about 4 yards there back to the 3-yard line. So a mistake by Jones would have been a huge mistake if the Red Terriers could have gotten on that football.
Boy.
But they're back inside the 5 now at the 4.
That'll make a coach get a great
Yes, sir.
2nd
down and 13 now from the 4-yard line. Clock inside 5 minutes.
Run clock.
Glynn Academy leads this first-round playoff game 17-14, looking to advance and go play Whitewater next week.
That number 3 is
the quarterback takes the snap in the gun from his own end zone, and a flag comes in from the far side of the field. And I think they're going to get Gibbons over there at wideout jumping off sides a little early. A false start. That'll be a half the distance penalty.
Yeah.
And the Jones County Greyhounds will now scrimmage from their 1.5. Maybe their 2.
Boy, I'd put the pressure on him now. Go get it.
Yep.
Make a decision quick.
15 from the 2.
He can't make a mistake now. He's on the 2, isn't he? Yeah.
Even a safety would be big here, would make it a 2-score game again, and Glynn would get the football. Everything working against Jones County right here, though. They're backed up against their own goal line, 2nd down and 15 at the 2. They trail at 17-14 with the clock showing 2:25.
Wide side. That guy better get his chin strap over there because they can come in.
So Knight in the shotgun formation, barking at signals. Gibbons over there one-on-one on the left And I think Jones will call a timeout now. So we'll take 1-2. With 4:11 to go in the ball game, it's Glynn Academy 17, Jones County 14. Stay with us. We'll see what happens as we go through the rest of this football game and finish it up at Glynn County Stadium. You're listening to Red Terror Football 102.5 WYNR.
The 4th of May would like to wish Glynn Academy a safe and victorious football season. The 4th of May, where you'll find classic cuisine served up with a side of old-fashioned Southern hospitality. When the most important part of your meal is the food, 4th of May scores every time. 4th of May in the Pier Village on St. Simon's. Open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For more information, seating, and orders, call 638-5444. Now go get them, Terrors.
Now back to Glynn Academy Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
Back at Glynn County Stadium, Jones County still in a timeout. They're going to be second down and 15, ball back on their 2 when they come back onto the field. And Mike just told us Ware County is winning even bigger now, 27-7. Of course, the Gators are the #1 seed out of this region. They're at home at Memorial Stadium in Waycross against Lakeside Evans. Here at Glynn County Stadium, the Red Terrors, the #2 seed against the #3 seed at Jones County Greyhounds. 4:11 to go in the ball game, 17-14 Glynn. Jones County, the quarterback takes the snap. He's in trouble in the end zone. There comes the sack. Number 24 brings him down. Safety, Glynn Academy in the end zone. Adrian Cross with one of the biggest plays of the season.
That makes it 2 points. Let's say 7 and 2.
That's a 2-score game. That now makes it 19-14. And Glynn Academy will get the football, George, here with 4:04 to go in the ball game. Big play by the defensive back, number 24, Cross. I didn't see exactly where he was coming from. Was he coming from over here on the left side? The quarterback faked the handoff inside to the line of scrimmage. Was going to roll to his left. Gibbons, I think, the top receiver, was split out there to his left, but Glynn was giving chase in that end zone from the backside. That's right. He came from the left. I think it was either 44 or 42 back there chasing him as well, but the faster guy Cross got to him. So George, 19-14 now. Glynn Academy, we said they were going to have to rely on their defense, and the defense comes up big there.
Well, if we can, now we need to eat that 4 minutes up there.
Yeah, Glynn's obviously going to get the ball in pretty decent field position here.
They're going to punt it or kick off.
As Jones County will elect to kick it on this kickoff here. An alley kickoff after the safety. They'll be kicking off from their 20. Glynn's deep man is Alford. He's standing back just inside his own 45. Line drive kick. They'll kick it away from Alford. It'll take a bounce on the 45. That's Cross back there to field it. Or is that McClendon? That's McClendon, number 25. Yeah. He fielded it over there by the Jones County bench and ran out of bounds.
Good field position, though, 45-yard line.
So with exactly 4 minutes to go in this football game, Glynn leads it 19-14 after that huge safety. And the Red Terrors have the ball on offense now, 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line. And George, like you said, if nothing else, they just need to eat some clock and pin those Greyhounds back again.
Yeah, because a touchdown would win it.
That's right.
Can't let them have it back.
Glynn Academy with 2 timeouts. Jones County down to 1, so that's a big factor too. Glynn into I formation. Delaney under center. They give it to Alford. He's got a hole off the right side. 50, 45, 40. There goes Alford. He might seal the deal. The little guy, number 1's going to score, and the Red Terrors are going to win this football game.
I can't believe that.
Joe Nathan Alford, 55 yards. Number 1 has struck again, and it looks like the Red Terrors are bound for Metro Atlanta next week on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Kevin Price, I'm riding with you.
Corey Beausard says he's going. I might leave on Thanksgiving night, who knows? Glynn Academy up 25-14, make it 26-14 as the PAT by Wilson is up and good right down Mansfield Street Andy Jones firing up that siren, and the Glynn Academy Red Terrors up here headed to Metro Atlanta, where 2 years ago their season came to an end with a 3-0 loss to Dutchtown in a defensive war, and the Red Terrors will try to rectify that situation next week. But Whitewater has appeared to score all over the place tonight up there, 49-7 last time we checked against Lee County. So the Glynn defense is going to have to stand tall next week, and they'll probably need a lot more offense than they've gotten here tonight to win that football game. But that's next week. Right now, the Red Terrors have 3:51 to go. It's not over yet. Jones County trails this football game 26-14, and 2 times ago when they got the football, they went 80 yards in less than 2 minutes. And they need another similar drive here if they're going to stand a chance. When you're trying to milk the clock, when you're trying to score, you go to your best tailback, and Joe Nathan Alfred comes through with his 28th touchdown of the season. He has, 3 here tonight. And Alfred now has 151 yards on the night, tells me my statistician, John Cornell. That's going to get him up around the 1,600 mark for the season. I think a little over. He came in with 1,488 yards, I believe, on the season. Had 25 touchdowns, and I think he's got all 3 tonight, George. Is that right? So he has 28 on the season. Little Joe Nathan Alford was a preseason All-State candidate coming into the year. He's done nothing to not be a preseason or a postseason All-State guy as well. Jones 1st and 10 on their own 46. They'll give it to Juhan off the right side, and he'll battle a couple of Red Terror defenders all the way out to the 50-yard line, a gain of 4.
Hand off to Walker Juhan to the 50-yard line, gain of 4.
26-14 Red Terrors after a 55-yard touchdown run by little Joe Nathan Alford. He scored 6 times last week, had 334 yards on those touchdowns alone. Had 423 yards total for the game, rushing and receiving. Knight back to pass. Here comes the pressure. C.J. Welch gets to him, but he gets rid of it. It was complete on the Glynn 45, and a couple of guys brought him down. They're going to say it's incomplete now. I think it was Connor Buchanan who separated him from the football.
To the 47-yard line. Loss of 3.
A loss of 3 yards. Well, no, if it's incomplete, it goes back to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd down.
And make it third down
and 9.
3rd down and 9 at the 47. Knight in the gun, dropping back, looking to throw. Going to try to throw a long one. Got a man trying to break free from a couple of Glynn defenders over there, but the Red Terrors knock it down. Emmett Thomas was back there. And who was that running with him over there? Just check the number. Incomplete pass, though. Going to bring up 4th down. Was that Cross over there, number 25?
25, It's 25.
Yep, same guy who got the safety. Cross running back there and bats down the pass. I think he's the one that got his hand on it. And this could be your ball game as far as Jones County is concerned. 4th down and 9 on their own 47-yard line. 3:04 to go in the football game, and they trail the Red Terrors 26-14. They're down to 1 timeout, and they may have to call it here to get organized. Let's see. Nope, they're going to go ahead and try to run a play. Knight going to take it in the gun. Wide receivers everywhere. Here comes the pressure from the backside. Red Terrors give chase. He tucks it and runs. Now he throws incomplete into the Glynn Academy bench. That'll be a turnover on down, and the Red Terrors will take over on offense on Jones County's side of the field. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line, and now all the Red Terrors have to do is run this thing on down, and they're moving on to the 2nd round. The Red Terrors have been to the playoffs 7 times in 9 seasons under head coach Rob Ridings. This will be the 2nd time, I believe, they've made it out of the 1st round. They've had some tough matchups and some tough losses in that 1st round. Never have made it out of the 2nd round, though, and they'll get that chance next week.
And it's in Atlanta?
In Atlanta. I think Whitewater's in Fayette County, somewhere around Fayetteville, Peachtree City. Fayetteville, Mike tells me back in the studio. 1st and 10 at the 47. Alford right up the middle. The Red Terrors are just going to eat up clock with little Joe Nathan Alford running that football. And he's inside the 45 to about the 44, a gain of 3.
Joe Nathan Alford with 1st down carry to the 45, 2-yard gain. 2nd down and 8 from the 45.
Whitewater, I think, is a good, solid football team. Not a juggernaut, but a good, solid football team. Champion out of their region. Looked at their score today. I know they can score over 30, and they've held opponents under 20, I think, for most of the year. So the Red Terrors will have their work cut out. But a Glynn County team has gone up there and won before. The Brunswick High School Pirates won up there several years ago under Maurice Freeman, who's now at Brooks County, with a chance to win the state championship in AA. Glynn Academy goes to the handoff to Alfred, and the Jones County Greyhounds are all over that one. They'll knock him down around, the 47-yard line, a loss of 3, but that clock is now inside 2 minutes, and the Red Terrors are going to win this football game.
They can run that thing down in seconds now.
Yeah, Jones can only stop it once. And, of course, would have to score an onside kick and score again.
Take your time. Why are they in such a hurry to run the play? You got 25 seconds.
So, Glenn, 3rd down and 9. Ball back on the Jones 46 now. Delaney looking over to his coaches, I think.
Yeah, for the
deciding when to snap it. That's right. Glenn in a wishbone. Long snap count. Too long, in fact. A delay penalty will come in here against the Red Terrors.
Okay, appreciate it. 121.
We'll never know what would have happened if the Greyhounds would have had their top running back here tonight. But certainly the Red Terrors aren't going to feel sorry for him. They've battled their own adversity throughout this year. Started the region schedule 0-2 and fought their way back to be the number 2 seed here tonight. And Glenn's going to win the football game on their home field. And if they're going to win any more in these playoffs, barring some upsets in some other areas, they're going to be on the road the rest of the way. 3rd down and 14 now. They'll go to Alfred off the left side, breaks a couple of tackles, and gets the ball back inside Jones County territory down to about the 43. Going to bring up 4th down and long now, and I think Jones will call that timeout. We've got one more break, so we'll take a timeout too. Thank you, Jones County. 26-14, Glynn Academy with 107 to go in the football game. You're listening to Red Terror Football, 102.5 WYNR.
Glenn Place is proud to sponsor the Glynn Academy Red Terrors 2012 season. All of us here at Papa John's would like to wish them the best of luck for another winning year. Whether it's pizza for your tailgate party before the game or a celebration after, Papa John's Pizza next to Publix in the Village at Glenn Place is your pizza headquarters for every game this season. To place your game day pizza orders, call Papa John's Pizza at 264-9444. That's 264-9444.
Now, back to Red Terror Football, live on 102.5 WYNR.
So, out of the Jones County timeout, Glynn Academy now 4th down and 6 at the Jones 43-yard line. They'll punt it away. And, of course, Jones County's going to need a miracle now to win the football game. A line drive kick. Going to bounce just inside the 20-yard line, roll down inside the 15 to about the 11. So with 59.5 seconds to go in the football game, here's the situation. Jones County will need to go 89 yards with no timeouts. They'll have to onside kick it and then get a miracle. Glynn Academy, George, is going to win this football game and move on to the 2nd round next week against Whitewater. Should be a 7:30 kickoff south of Atlanta in Fayette County. First and 10, Jones County now, ball on their own 11. 59.5 to go in the game. Glynn Academy leads at 26-14 if you're just tuning in. Knight dropping back, looking to pass, got time to throw, complete. Over here on about the 19-yard line, that was number 81, Johnson on the catch. Going to be short of the 1st down.
That keeps that clock going. Go ahead.
That's right. The clock's still moving. Jones County up to the line of scrimmage in a hurry, trying to get the play call in. Glenn moving some guys in and out. Knight in the gun, dropping back to throw. Plenty of time. Here comes the pass. The pass is complete to Johnson again. And the Red Terrors run him out of bounds on about the 26. Should be a 1st down.
Ah, shucks, and let him get out of bounds.
With just 30 seconds to go now, Jones cannot stop the clock. It was 7-7 at the half. Glynn scored on their first drive of the second half to make it 10-7. Went up by as much as 17-7, but Jones County got back in it and the Red Terrors took over again. 1st and 10 now for Jones at their own 27. Knight the gun, dropping back to throw, complete on the 25 to number 24. Breaks the tackle, out across the 30, out across the 35. Going to be up there, another Jones County first down.
That's it.
But they will stop the clock because of the first down.
Oh, he did make the
he did make the first down. Landon Bond on the reception. He threw a touchdown pass in the first quarter.
There you go. Nice,
1st and 10 on the 38. Clock rolling again. Knight in the gun, dropping back to throw. Pressure coming off the edge. That's Cannon Thomas. He'll get the quarterback sack, and the game will probably end there. So Glynn Academy will celebrate a first-round Class 5A state playoff victory tonight right here at Glynn County Stadium. As little Joe Nathan Alford and Arshawn Spalding lead the Terrors out on the field to shake their hands. They do a chest bump. Big Roby Jernigan, another captain right there behind them in line, along with Kenneth Cross and Adrian Cross and Andrew McClendon. You heard all those guys' names called tonight. The Stars leading the way for the Red Terrors, who have gotten a 26-14 hard-fought victory over here against Jones County at Glynn County Stadium, and the Red Terrors are moving on to play again. Both teams now out shaking hands. A good, hard-fought, old-fashioned defensive battle for a lot of this football game. You'll see a lot of games just like this one in Georgia High School Association football in the playoffs. A lot of good athletes will be on the field over the next 4 or 5 weeks in this state, and a lot of good defenses. And the teams that can play defense the best are probably the teams that are going to walk away with some state championships. But Glynn Academy is still alive, and I don't know what's going on down there. Both coaches, at first I thought they were maybe jawing, but they were kind of pointing at both sides of the field and whatnot. Then they shake hands and go on off the field. So looks like they were just in a good, friendly conversation there. Yeah, jawing to some degree. But anyway, 26-14, Glynn Academy here tonight. They're winners in the first round of the state playoffs. We'll come back with your Red Terror postgame show as you're listening to Glynn Academy football on 102.5 WYNR.
Great night of high school football. And you know what else makes for a great night? Jekyll Island's Raw Bar. Located on the historic wharf in the Landmark District on Jekyll Island. Come by for some wild Georgia shrimp, oysters on the half shell, or fresh crab legs, and grab a cold beverage and enjoy live music every Thursday through Sunday starting at 7 p.m. And they'll even reimburse your $6 parking receipt with the purchase of $20 or more. Raw Bar, Jekyll Island. For more information, go to Latitude 31 at jekyll-island.com.
4th of May would like to wish Glynn Academy a safe and victorious football season. The 4th of May, where you'll find classic cuisine served up with a side of old-fashioned Southern hospitality. When the most important part of your meal is the food, 4th of May scores every time. 4th of May in the Pier Village on St. Simon's. Open 7 days a week, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For more information, seating, and orders, call 638-5444. Now go get them, Terrors.